you guys are anything like me and hate zeroing your optics, you're gonna love what I have to show you here. So this is a new company that we are reviewing today. It's a laser that zeroes your optics. Now, I've heard a lot about companies like this, but this is the first one that I've seen. I reached out to them and they sent me out a full setup here. They even sent me something extra, pretty cool. So let's break it open real quick. So this is the Tactical Elites. This is their laser system. It helps you basically zero your optics. So if you're someone who has hated zeroing, wasting ammo on zeroing your optic, still not finding zero at 15 yards, at 5 yards, whatever it might be, it's always a pain in the ass. Open this guy up. Wow. So it looks like it uses this adapter system. So we have a plethora of different adapters at the very top. That's for every single caliber. So we're going to be taking out the 9mm version. So this guy is the 9mm version right here. And we have a plethora of different tools here as well. It looks like we have a screwdriver. We have this Allen key. And this is the actual unit itself. It's pretty large actually. That's what she said. Yep, you can see it has the little button over here. It's basically just a laser that you stick inside of a barrel. So like this guy is my everyday carry. This is the SIG P365 TacOps. You just stick it into the barrel like so, and you add the adapter at the end, stick it in the barrel, and then you point at 15 yards, and basically that's how it works. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nifty, but I haven't tried any of these yet, so this is my first time trying it. I'm gonna put it into the back of the unit like so, and then I just screw this guy on, back it off just a little bit so we can see if it fits. I like how they included a bunch of tools here for me as well. That's nice of them. I hate when people send things out or companies send things out and they don't have any tools on it, and you have to kind of crack out all the tools that you have. Again, these parts are very small, so it probably is very easy to lose as well. But let's try the next size down and see how this works. Looks like that one worked perfectly. So we'll go ahead. So let's unscrew the top here and let's throw these batteries in. Make sure we align these guys properly. And oh, it came with an extra battery too. You only need one battery, which is nice. And they are CR2 batteries, which is nice because that's pretty common. Turn off the laser here. And let's see how off my optic is. Show clear as well. And let's see how off this optic really is. Ooh, it is pretty off actually. It's a little bit to the right, so I will adjust that. But this is cool because it's a way that you can see the round's trajectory, and you can see exactly, where your round impact would be without having to waste any ammunition. Kind of looks like a silencer too, huh? But this is something that I've needed for quite some time, and I'm excited to see what else they sent out. Looks like they sent out some sort of gun mat as well. So I'll move both of these to the side. That's the laser. And let's see what they sent in here. These are handed in a K-bar. Oh, nice. Looks like a gun cleaning mat of some kind. Very cool. Wow, it's pretty big too. Go put that to the side. Oh wow, this is really nice. Wow, look at how large this thing is. That's what she said. It even has little tabs here so I can store it or clean it. Wow, this thing is super nice. Very nice. Tactical Elites right here. I think these are magnets over here on the right hand side too. I could be wrong though. I believe these are magnets. Let's see. See if it'll fit this guy on there. Yep, they're magnets. That is pretty cool. So it has like a bunch of different slots and stuff like that so I could fit things on. So go ahead, put this guy there and put the gun on here on the gun mat. This is probably what I'm going to use for cleaning from now on. So let's go ahead and let's talk more about this guy. So if you guys, have issues zeroing, if you guys are constantly swapping on and off optics, this is definitely, I think, the way to go. I'm going to check zero. So I'm going to make my dot a little bit brighter here. Yeah, it's pretty off. It is pretty off. Also at different distances, you can see different things as well. But yeah, it's pretty off at distance as well. So it's funny to see how when you think that you're on zero, you really aren't. So I'm definitely going to use this every single time I pop off an optic. I'm definitely going to try to re-zero with this new system. I want to see how it works for a couple different guns that I have. So we'll pop a different stuff over here and we'll see exactly how off I was. So that one I was a little bit off to the left. This one, and I have a compensator on here. Let's see how off this guy is. Ooh, really off. Really off. It's way too low So the dot is way too below where it should be. So that one was not that great too. I want to see how it looks with irons too, if it's actually squared away to the irons. That's interesting. So if you don't use the correct barrel size, this one is obviously the Glock 40, so it's Glock 23, so it's chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. So if you have the wrong inside piece right here, you will get the complete wrong zero. Because this is iron sights, you know, I know it's properly zeroed because it's mounted right onto the manufacturer's mounting points. So let's go ahead and let's raise it up to one of these guys. That one's way too small as well. That one is just right. So I'll screw this one on there. These are the two that I'm going to be putting optics on, so let's try that. Way better. Way better. This is definitely quite cool. Quite a cool device. Saves you probably a lot of time and energy when zeroing your guns, and definitely will save you some time on the range as well, and it'll save you some ammo. So definitely recommend picking one of these guys up. This is really interesting. So, but pretty much just because of the product it is, that's really all the testing I have for you. This thing is not meant to be, you know, banged around. It's not meant to, it's just supposed to be at home where you work on your tool bench and kind of help you zero your optics. The only thing I would recommend is having 15 yards measured out so you know exactly what your sights are zeroed in for. 15 yards is like standard for pistol. It's actually quite far, so you can do anything even closer. But yeah, this thing is badass. Honestly, Tactical Elites, you guys crushed it with this one. I would say the only thing that I didn't enjoy and that didn't like about it is definitely this plastic piece to go on the inside of the barrel. I feel like there could be something different, maybe like some sort of mold that you just like clip into place. That would be kind of cool to see if you guys were to make a Gen 2 version of this. But other than that, dude, this is badass. They even come with 2 extra batteries, which is awesome. So I don't need to go buy an extra battery if this thing dies on me. And it's not like it's, you know, you're going to be using this thing every single day, you know, training with your pistol. You're just going to use this maybe once or twice to zero in your optic, and that's it. But other than that, I've tried it with 3 different weapon systems. So the Glock 23, the Glock 43X, and the P365 TacOps, which is basically the X macro frame. 9mm, 9mm, and 40 Smith & Wesson. Now I'm kind of interested to see if this actually might work for my shotgun as well. This is the Holosun 510C, so we're going to see if this actually works on shotgun as well. I'm assuming we're going to need the biggest one possible, so probably this guy here to fit in that shotgun barrel, and I'm interested to see if it actually fits into the shotgun. That way we can zero our shotgun as well. So this is the Benelli M4. Go ahead, show clear for everybody here that's worried about it. Clear, nothing in the feed ramp, and let's see if this guy actually fits in the top here. So I'll go ahead, I'll clip on this 510 right above the ejection port here, and let's see how off this guy is. Ooh, very off. It looks like it's moving, it's jiggling around in there, so I'm gonna pull this out just because I think the choke is causing the problem. So let's put this guy down here, and we'll see if it fits properly here. Oh, that is so cool, the little magnet. It's so nice. Oh, that choke is dirty too. We're gonna have to clean that. Anyways, let's try again. Yeah, it looks like it's not seating properly, so I'm gonna have to expand it a little more. And that is fully expanded as well, so that's as big as it does get. It's a little bit of play in it, so we will probably have to tape it. Yeah, it's still very off. Yeah, so if you do have a 12 gauge shotgun that you want to use this guy with, it can work. You do have to tape it to the end of your shotgun, but it will work. You just have to tape it. It will mess up the zero if there's any movement or play with it. So as you can see here at the very top, it kind of moves a little bit. You probably have to tape it down like that, and then you can go ahead and give it a try. Not that, you know, zeroing your shotgun is going to be something you're really worried about, but if you did care about it, using a shotgun in the first place, everything in that general vicinity is going to be gone. So I'm going to clean this choke here, but that's pretty much it for this guy. It's real nice and short. It's really something that, you know, can sit on your gun bench, help you zero your optics so you don't waste time at the range and you know that your weapon is zeroed. It's really nice to have for pistols, so if you're somebody who likes to work on their pistols a lot, needs to zero a lot of optics, I definitely think this is a must-have on your gear bench. This is something that when I saw it, I saw the advertisements for it, I was like, whoa, I gotta have this. This thing is really cool. I'm sure a lot of you guys already have one, but if you don't, if you're maybe a beginner gun owner and you want something to help out the zeroing process, this thing will definitely do the trick. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. There's really no testing to do with this one, particularly because it lives on your gun bench. So this is really fun to play with. It's actually the first time I've actually opened it. So this is awesome though. This is pretty cool. If you guys don't know, we are hosting a giveaway. So we do have a giveaway, and it's probably in its final days right now. So if you are seeing this, this is the last call for the giveaway. Go check it out, and we will announce a winner on live, so you guys can see the whole process on how we pick the winner, and we'll get you $300, actually closer to $400 worth in free gear. We don't have guns in this one, but we will in future ones. But I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys on the next video, next range day, and we'll try out some of these optics that I zeroed with this guy.